US deploys Global Hawk for Black Sea recon after Russia downed drone.
Here's a summary of the article.
The downing of the US MQ-9 drone on Tuesday marks the first direct US-Russian confrontation since the start of the Ukraine war, aggravating already sour relations between Washington and Moscow. A video by the Pentagon on Thursday showed a Russian Su-27 fighter jet flying very close to a drone and dropping fuel very near to it in an apparent effort to damage the American aircraft as it flew, according to US authorities. The 36-foot-long drone, as per US military, was engaged in a surveillance and reconnaissance operation to aid Ukraine's defense against Russia. MQ-9 Reaper was caught by a pair of Russian Su-27 flanker fighters, who then made two extremely close approaches. The episode lasted more than 30 minutes, according to The Guardian. During that time, the planes flew over the drone 19 times and splashed jet fuel on their final 3 to 4 flybys. The video showed the loss of the video feed following another Russian jet maneuver, which the military contended was caused by a Russian fighter slamming the drone.
This post received a score of 17,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
This is really what drones are for, having a presence without risking a pilot. Also having a really long loitering presence.
Loitering is my second favorite crime.
Why do I have the feeling I know what the first is?
Well, every crime is my second favorite crime. Just like every drug. It's a great conversation starter. Cops talk to you for a good 30 to 40 minutes. Social skills 100. Social link goal.
It sounds like you don't like us looking at this particular area. How about we send a bigger one to see what's up?
Streisand effect. Moscow edition.
Putin effect. You send a small elite task force of your best troops with the element of surprise to capture Kyiv. They fail, so you send ever-increasing numbers of troops of ever-decreasing readiness in the hope they'll somehow succeed where the previous waves of cannon fodder failed. The Darth Putin parody account on Twitter has done a great job describing this.
Ever-decreasing readiness, perhaps?
Oops, well spotted. Thanks, fixed. Yes, unfortunately for the Russian casualties and their next of kin, there seems to be less training and less equipment for each wave too, while Ukrainian troops get more training and better equipment. Honestly, I'm surprised how badly prepared the Russians were when they started it, and again by how badly they seem to be doing at fixing the problem now.
The start of it had to do a lot of corruption. The force-drafted soldiers were not properly trained, and equipment was definitely not properly maintained, because those were funds that until the war actually happened could go missing without consequence. No one in Moscow cared that generals were not treating their soldiers because they would be gone in a few years anyways, and a portion of those funds went in the pockets of the oligarchs who would be responsible for overseeing or punishing grifters. Can we start saying kleptocrat instead of oligarch?
A Global Hawk, Forte 11, have been flying over the Black Sea since the beginning of the war.
Forte 11 was flying over Ukraine a month or so before the war.
It was the most popular aircraft on Flightradar 24 for months before and when the conflict happened. So much so that the Flightradar subreddit had to ban posting about it.
I still remember the night they played the Pewdie Pewdie song on loudspeakers in Maidan Square during the livestream at the eve of the invasion.
Someone played a meme song that's a Japanese ad for a pudding in the centrally located Maidan Square in Kyiv. This occurred briefly before the invasion, unclear when from this comment, and the user was watching a live video stream viewing the square at the time this song was being played.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.